What up, people? Specialist here, and this is Black Ops gameplay, and yeah, Domination. I haven't posted a lot of Domination gameplay, but this is my second episode on my strategy series for Call of Duty, and yeah, it doesn't have to be based on Modern Warfare 3 strategies, any Call of Duty game really, and maybe even some other games. But yeah, as you know, I actually have background music, and you need to go check this guy out. It's one of my actually favorite dubstep songs I've ever heard. I listened to it yesterday. It's Tristan, and the song is Follow Me. It's just freaking amazing. But getting to what I'm going to actually talk about, as you can see probably by the title of the video, it is over how to get better at aiming and all that. There's different strategies of the types of aiming and all that, and how to know when to use your aiming, the guns that you should use for the four types. There are four types of kind of strategy for aiming. There's spraying from the hip, aim down sight spraying, or not spraying, aim down sights shooting, burst fire, and yeah, spraying. Hip fire is not spraying. It kind of is, and kind of isn't. But I'll say the differences in a minute. But I'm gonna start with the basic one, which is more of you aiming down the sights. It's probably the most accurate and best way. You usually use this more with, the most with snipers, LMGs, and assault rifles. Usually, you do it sometimes with it, submachine guns, but they're more for rushing, so you wouldn't aim down the sight as much. But this is when you normally aim down the sight and aim. And it works best when you're burst firing, which that's the other one, but I'm just going to talk about free firing, which this can turn into spraying too, so all of these kind of go into each other. But if you're just straight shooting, it's decently accurate at like medium distance, but if you get far away, it becomes very hard to aim. So you want to work on that. Depending on how much the gun you have, recoil of the gun you have, is depending on if you should burst fire with a gun or you should just straight shoot. Like if you have the ACR from MW2, you're probably going to just shoot straight. But if you have like the SCAR or something, you're going to probably have to burst fire because the recoil is just insane. But now this is more for just medium range for most assault rifles or guns, because if you do this from long range, then it's really hard. Short range, you can do it, but yeah, like getting into the next one is going to be hip firing, which this is the best one for close range. You really do use this with the submachine guns. The light machine guns, I would stay away from hip firing because those, it's inaccurate as I don't know what. You just want to stay away from LMG hip firing. And sniper rifles, it's not the best thing to do. It's no scoping. It's very inaccurate usually, so you want to stay away from that. But LMG, stay away from it. Sniper, stay away from it. LMGs, that's one of the biggest things you use with it. You don't have to always use it, but if you have like a P90, that's probably the main thing you want to use for it, because aiming down sight with that gun's hard. But UMP is about the, and maybe the MP5 are one of the only two guns you actually want to aim down sights with, and the MP7 too, because they're just, there are submachine guns that you can aim down sight, but most of them you want to hip fire with. And that can also turn into spraying if you're using an assault rifle. If you just like get scared and out of your mind and just start spraying everywhere, you would do that. But this is more for submachine guns for the strategy, and you would do it close range. So yeah. And the next one is complete spraying. I'm just gonna pull it out there, which most people probably think it's just hip firing. Hip firing, I don't think is really spraying because it's a form of shooting. It's not just because P90s are extremely accurate when you're hip firing, so that's not spraying. You're just shooting the way the gun is probably supposed to be used. Halo, you sometimes spray, but that's all you do in that game pretty much is hip fire, except for certain guns. But the spraying is more like if you're coming around a corner and there's a guy right there and you just get scared out of your mind. If you're not close enough to knife, you just start spraying. You aim down the sights. You just shoot everywhere. That's probably the only time you would ever want to do this, because hip fire is more you're trying to do it and you want to do it. You're aiming to kill this person by hip firing. But spraying is more just you're scared out of your pants and you're just trying to get out of this situation. That's about the only situation I would use it in, just close range. And then the last one is probably the most accurate of all of them, and the one you probably want to use most of the time unless you're close range, is burst firing, because this is more based on, oh yeah, sorry right here, because frickin' Black Ops Theater is kind of stupid, and when some host migration starts, it just kind of cuts it off, so I had to put twice in there. Yeah, I had 2 videos, I had to put them together, but yeah, burst firing is the most accurate. You want to use this a large part with LMGs and assault rifles. And if you are going to aim down sights with a submachine gun, you would burst fire, because usually submachine guns have a ton of recoil. But this one is like when you double tap or something, or you like one tap trying to get a one-shot kill, not a one-shot kill, but you're just trying to get extremely accurate with a gun that has a ton of recoil in order to, like, at long ranges, unless you have a sniper rifle. If you have a long range shot on somebody, you would use this. You would like very lightly tap the gun, or you like burst fire. The only real gun you wouldn't use this for is well, sniper rifles and FAMASas and stuff, that FAMAS and MW2, where it already has a burst fire on it. So you wouldn't really use burst fire in that, because it already is burst fire. If that makes any sense at all. Yeah, that's why I really never use burst fire weapons, because I could use that with a regular gun. I would rather have the versatility of being able to burst fire and shoot fully automatic. That's why what I like in the next Black Ops. You have the choice with, I guess, any gun, unless it's an attachment. I'm not positive about that, but what I've seen looks like it's just gonna be for most guns. Maybe a perk, I don't know, but it looks really. I like that a lot, because I like being able to be versatile with that. It may take kind of away the skill of having to make long range shots with it, just with fully automatic weapons, but it doesn't change that much. It just helps the game out a lot. I think it balances the weapons a decent amount, and yeah, I got a chopper gunner. Hey, I suck with the chopper gunners. I always this is my best map on this game. I always do the best on this map in any game. This is my best map. I don't know why, but yeah, that is about it for my little strategies for helping you aim better, learn to aim, when to aim, and all that. Which guns do you need to use for the different types of aiming? And I hope you enjoyed it. I'm hopefully going to have a Let's Play up tomorrow, and then the next day, I'm not sure. I'm going to try to do different gameplay with a different game, and see what happens there. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like down there with the like thumbs up thingy, and yeah, if you want to see more, subscribe. And thank you. Goodbye. Peace.